fishing against the best out there.
Someone's going to win, someone's going to lose.
Everybody wants to win. You know? It's not that you want to see someone lose, you want to win.
They're the best at what they do, and you want to beat the best.
Oh, yeah.
That is what fishing's all about.
Round one, we found what we thought was a little honeypot sort of thing. Round two, we went straight there, and in 4 casts, I had 4 fish.
That's 4!
Practically, that's exactly how you want to start.
Yes!
Fingers crossed, feel like we want this to be the same day as round 2.
Well, after yesterday, we got wiped.
Oh,
so you come into it serious, you're there to work. And the fun bit sort of gets put away. We just wanted to get on the water and get it working. Let's do it, bro. Let's do it.
Good luck, boys.
All right, ready, set.
Yeah, so this morning there was a few things going through my head. We pulled up to the first spot, conditions were still, but the wind starts picking up and our drift rate's pretty quick, so straight away I'm going, okay, I'm going to have to work really hard to get that lure exactly where I wanted to. I think it was about 3rd cast, I finally hit the spot that I was happy with, and clunk, and I went, yeah, we're on. It felt like a good fish, it was fighting pretty hard, pretty nervous trying to get that fish in, didn't want to sort of mess it up. As the fish has gone in, I could feel it seesawing on the wood, so straight away I knew I couldn't go too hard. So it was sort of a bit of a stalemate between me and the fish, and then you feel that line go light.
Oh, he's joking. Oops. Hurry up.
Absolute kick in the guts when that happens. You're like, okay, there's the first sign of things to come this morning. Well, we started off, we went to the eastern bank where we planned to go straight up. We'd fished there last year, we fished there session 2. Had a little bit of success, so we thought we'd go straight there and try and nut out a bag in that sort of area.
We pulled into the zone very short of where we wanted to fish, and we electricked in a long way. It was a very sneaky approach. We got in there silently, without even the birds moving too much. Just going to try and stay real quiet today. Oh, you can hear us pretty well. It's like having your mum on board. It worked spot on.
Yeah, for the multi-species day today, we still had to go for sooties. That's what we know how to catch.
So the multi-species is basically 4 of any species. You can have 4 of the same species, but it's 4 fish, the longest you can possibly get.
Here are the rules and points guidelines for Youngalla Dam. Anglers will fish a 4-hour limit. Their bag will be determined by their 4 longest fish. A legal fish must be caught to register a point. A bonus point will be awarded to the team that catches the longest fish per round.
First 3 fish came to the boat with relatively, in a relatively easy manner. We had one small one in those first 3, but once they started to come to the boat, we were hot. One of the first fish that Steve came to the party with was one of our top fish. Yep. Oh, he's got me around something. Still caught? Yep, drive me in. I've got him. Okay. Good upgrade too. I'll do back us up. It's very funny, we really don't work as individuals. It's definitely we work as an engine, you know? We're both there to support each other.
A pair of young gunners find us.
I started a YouTube channel before my first ever AFC because they said you got to get used to a camera in your face. That YouTube channel now is nearly at 1 million views from stuff that I've put up. So it inspires you to know that people are interested in what you can do. So I'd hope that in the next couple of years I can probably get to a point where I can earn a living doing what I love. And then, as people always say, if you're doing what you love, you're not working. So that is the end goal, but I think I've got a little bit of work to do yet. Tell it's a different day.
Yep.
The way the round started for us it was nothing like what we wanted, you know. We went in, picking each tree off, and we got to the key ones and there's nothing on them. We've just done a honey hole, and that's what we were sort of worried about with the 4-day tournament, this thing running out. So we get to the back of it and I thought, well, there's a tree shallower, but it's the same as what effectively is behind us. So I did a stupidly long cast, clicked it into gear, and I was on straight away.
Yep.
Drive us in there, mate, drive us in there, quick.
Dean goes clunk. Yep, we're on. You beauty.
Drive us, let's go. Very good, not very big, but it'll do. So we sort it out and we get this fish in and we're a little bit happier because we finally caught one, but similar to round 1, that's the end. That's the dead end. We caught the fish at the back. It's relatively early in the session, but that was not really productive in our minds. So then we're catching one, but we're finished. So then we've got to go and look at the next spot.
Yep. Oh, this thing's up.
I got the electric.
It's gone.
We knew we had this spot. We'd found other spots that had birds roosting in the trees and we caught fish under them, but lost those fish. The last 2 sessions I don't know if it was just fishing too light or just unlucky. The fish could go either way and they kept going the wrong way.
We're going all right, let's keep going, we're not done.
Today, for those first half an hour, we came in the boat, which, yeah, we just thrived upon that and kept the ball rolling.
He's a good one.
Okay, you're good. He's coming.
He's trapping the net. Look how fat he is. Once we bagged out a bag of fish into the boat, we sort of looked back and realised that I think we had to upgrade about a 41, 42.
50s is what we're after. We haven't found one yet this series, but we're going to keep looking.
That was when we kicked another gear. Something good popped off it. Hey, popped off it. Tangled up, rolled up around it, I think he's let go. Loosen up. We just had an easy run through with Purple Patch. You know, we just had a flurry of happy happy times, you know? Like, you're there catching fish and it's going well, you're just feeding off each other.
We continued around another little bit of a bend and followed those birds that were roosting, just fishing them as we were sort of spooking them out of the trees. We had a nice little session there, just having a lot of fun, catching those fish, getting the bag fish that we needed, plus a few little upgrades.
Little Stewie? Is he getting bigger? Get bigger. Get bigger, Stewie. Right. Come on, Stewie. Eat something on the way. Another sooty. Throw another 100 mil.
You keep casting one on there.
Just leave it up on this one. No, he's not that bad. He says, yeah, not bad.
Yeah, I love fishing with Mark. We were bouncing off each other, having a lot of fun, but when it came to catching those fish, it was game face. We knew we had a plan, we knew we had a job to do. We got it done.
We leave our spot, we totter up the dam, we go to where we started the first round because it's the only other place in the whole lake that we thought felt fishy. We had a positive attitude because it's a new location. We can just slow down, do what we need to do. Can't say I'm proud of my accomplishments today, but it'll be a lot worse.
Me and Dean are fairly similar people. Now we've been fishing together for sort of 3 days, we can sort of anticipate what we were doing and what sort of role we're going to adopt for the day. Eyeing off a tree to my left, you can tell when you're fishing with someone, when they're casting, you try to stagger your cast so you don't sort of get your lures caught or cross rods. So I'm waiting for Dean to cast. You hear the whoosh of the line go all the time. Yeah, he's cast, so I'm free to go. Dean loads up the cast and I wait for the whoosh.
You went to cast and you get that horrible feeling when you go,
but there's no whoosh and there's a heap of pain in my shoulder.
You know it's not a stick and it's not you. So there's only one other thing it can be.
I didn't really know what was going on at first. I just stood there for a bit and then I hear Dean go, oh dear.
I turn around and Liam's got my lure fairly well buried in his shoulder.
We just started laughing about it. It's like, how can this morning get any worse, really? I've got a lure in my shoulder, we've lost a fish, our honey hole's ruined. What more could go wrong?
I have to actually run something through with the tournament director today because it was a mixed species event. Now, I caught a 1.88 metre emu today. So I have to check if that's allowed or not. So we'll wait for that one.
Yeah, so this morning, pretty chaotic. The wind's blowing, bouncing off trees and stuff. I could tell Dean was fairly tense.
We're just starting to get a little bit, not so much anxious, but just need something else in the boat. What is going on?
Things started to fall very quickly from there. Oh, there's a nest.
Yep. Get us in there, get us in there. Get us in there. Ease off. Oh, you gotta be kidding. Oh, this is bad. So far, there's one fish in the boat and 2 gone.
That's the first fish I've seen Dean drop. So I'm thinking, okay, this morning's gonna test us.
The wheels are falling off. We started getting a little bit frustrated and a bit on edge, and literally as we turned around, I thought, there's a nice cast. Put a cast across, distinct tap, on straight away. Come on, yep, finally.
At this point even, I'm going, surely we're good now.
Get us in there, please.
And I just go.
I don't swear much and I don't scream much, and I swore that loud and hard, all the shags in the whole bay just took off and flew away.
To be honest, I said to myself, I said, if this guy has lost another fish and there's no reaction out of him, he's not human.
What is going on?
I was relieved when he let out a big cry and just got it out.
This is not how I want everything to go, and I thought, I can't cast right now. So I sat down, regardless of what was wrong with my hooks, I took them off and I put new hooks on.
Pretty quiet then. I start picking apart the snags, just going, what would I expect in this situation? I'd love the rookie to just be quiet, so I'll just be quiet for the next 10 minutes.
Hobie historically has really always had a fair bit of success, and especially our team, we'd never been a point down. Coming in 2 points down, we went methodically through what we had to do. We dotted our I's and crossed our T's and went through a full section perfectly, and it worked spot on.
Oh, yep.
We knew those 47s were good fish, considering what was caught previously. 48, 49 was around the mark that we needed to get. The 47s were good in the bag, but those 44s that we had in there, I don't know whether they're big enough.
Not bad. Not the best.
Liam saw from what happened to him on day one, how I was to him. So there was no negative stuff said. There was no, we needed that fish. It was just like, it's okay, like we're getting bites. And after I sat down to retie the hooks and everything, it's very quiet, whether he was avoiding me or just trying not to say the wrong thing. But I don't think Liam spoke until the next one actually got in the net.
Yep. Clunk. That was a big delay. It was a deep breath, and it's, yeah, I'm on. It's like, okay, surely we're not going to lose this one. He fights it, comes up, good-looking fish. Any fish at this time is a good-looking fish. Straight in the net. The big fella takes the biggest sigh of relief. In 1 second, his mojo's back. He's back to normal, Dean.
So we caught that second fish, which was positive because we'd had so much action in that area, and I could pick which snags were going to work and which ones weren't. And then when the third one came in, it was a similar thing. Third fish was the equal size of the biggest one that we caught in the previous round. We were actually surprised it didn't go over 50 because this thing was a proper tank of a fish.
That is a big fish with a long tail.
The numbers were down, but the size was up. We knew those three, if we could just finish that off, we'd be pretty happy.
After the morning we had, you have to stop and appreciate it a little bit because I need it.
Starting to see a smile now. Here we go, he's back. All right, mate, we need one more. We need one more.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel way out, eh?
Yeah.
He goes, yeah, I'm on. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, Dean Sylvester, he doesn't give sooty grunters anything. He leans on them and it's custard. He gives me a lot of stick about saying sooty grunters pull hard. He looked like he was fishing 3-pound fluorocarbon on this fish today. He fought it for about 3 minutes, letting it go around the boat, giving it line, playing it in. Even at one stage, I'm going, are you going to get this in the net, mate? Like, let's get it in the net.
It was probably the longest sooty fight I've ever had because I was nervous about the last 3 that had gotten off, and I knew how much this one meant to completing that bag. Once that come in, we were very happy that was it. So all that mess, it can just be erased.
We knew going by the previous sessions that it was going to toughen up. I don't know if it was the sun coming up or whatever the factor was, but for both teams, I think those sessions get tough. So we sort of spot hopped just to get the bigger upgrades that we needed to find.
With the mixed bag species today, we made a decision not to target barra at all. We'd wasted so much time in the previous rounds going and targeting barra.
So the decision last night was made, no barra gear is going in the boat.
Massive.
No barra gear, no rods, no net, nothing. We need to win this round and get bigger sooty to be a chance at not worrying about catching a fish in the final multi-species round.
Well, that was a very up and down trip.
Okay, brother. Hey?
Good day. It's your day.
This has been a pleasure, absolute pleasure. Are we finished? Or are we holding on by the skin of our teeth?
Here are the results for AFC Round 3 at Youngalla Dam. Team Hobie caught 10 fish for a bag length of 182 centimetres with a big fish of 47 centimetres. Team BCF landed 6 fish for a bag length of 188 centimetres with their big fish at 49 centimetres.
Oh, we are out.
This gives Team BCF 4 points for the round, while Hobie collect 1 point.
Well done, boys. Well done. Hey.
Good on you.
Next time on AFC, Team BCF finds themselves in a vulnerable position, taking on a new fishing location, targeting the elusive barramundi.
Oh, yeah. Take a breath, take a breath.
Team Hobie will be chasing an all-time record Youngalla bag. Join us next time for the thrilling conclusion to AFC 14.